The Venice Film Festival is underway.
Hollywood A-listers and global filmmakers have been walking the red carpet. The festival features some of the most critically acclaimed films of the season and is regarded as something of a launchpad for awards contenders. Well, the Chinese film, The Sun Rises on Us All, is one of 21 films in the running for the top prize, the Golden Lion. And Asia's talent is making its mark in other categories too. The Chinese filmmaker Viv Li's short film is making its debut in Venice.
Actually about an agent and a person that is from the future traveling to the past in Hanover, the city from Germany. And while he wanders around the city, he developed this feeling that the past is something that he really wants to grasp on. And it's also something that probably people in the future will never get to experience. In a nutshell, I think the film is the imagination of how the people in the future will have this strong longing of the past.
Viv, let's talk about your future. I mean, how does it feel to be there at clearly the start of what's going to be an amazing career?
Had the honor to premiere a film in Cannes, and this year back in Venice is also a grand platform to premiere a short film. But I also feel very lucky that growing up in China, I get a lot of inspirations and also from my travels around the world. So yeah, it's definitely exciting to start like this.
And I wonder how much growing up in China has influenced your ambition and what you're doing.
I think it's there with me every day. It's my identity, and I wake up, I look into the mirror, and it's there. So it's impossible to not bring that into my films. And I would say that I will always say I'm a Chinese filmmaker wherever I live.
Well, on that subject, what do you make of the global rise in popularity of those big Chinese hits, those films like Ne Jia 2?
I feel, honestly, I haven't watched that film because I didn't get to be in China during the film was in cinema. But I feel like it's very exciting because we always hear about Hollywood films, and it's the very first time that I hear people talk about Chinese films outside of China, and I think it's a very interesting phenomenon.
Viv, after the release of A Soil, A Culture, A River, A People, what next? What film do you want to do next?
I am currently finishing my debut feature, which I have worked on for the past 5 years. So I guess after the release, I would have to go back to work and to wrap up that feature film. I'm very excited to share with the audience next year in 2026.
I want to know your take on what it's like as a female Chinese filmmaker making their way in what historically has been if I can say it, a rather male-dominated industry.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of challenges, but I also, at the same time, I feel like there's more and more support. But in general, I feel like as a filmmaker that is not from my home country, trying to start this career, I have to convince a lot of people to have trust in me. But once they give me trust, I think then I can do what I want to do. So the beginning is hard for everyone, I think.